All right, so for part 2 of the Rogue video, I have both. So I have a D3S, completely stock, stock bolt, no mods, and then I have a Rogue with the Jewett mods, and then the Method bolt here. So we'll do a little bit of a comparison. This is for all the people. I mean, the best way to contextualize the Rogue is versus the D3S, because I feel like a lot of people have shot a D3S, and if you haven't, it's more accessible. So if you end up shooting a D3S, it'll give you some context for what the Rogue shoots like. So here's both of these. Both are at like 285. We'll do consistency, we'll do sound pressure level. I wish I had paint that was a bit more brittle. This is like Vulcan graffiti. It was the best paint at LVL. So, you know, we're gonna run both of these and see how they do. All right, so first up, I'm gonna do the Rogue. We're gonna chrono it. We can kind of see a little consistency here. And then I've got our sound pressure level. We'll see what the maximum kind of decibel rating is on this here. So let's take a look. Let me do this on hold. Okay, so background noise is around 64.4. So now we'll do the Rogue. So, you know, a little bit of bolt stick. It's been sitting all day, but once you're kind of up and running, not bad. You know, plus or minus 3 or 4. So what I'll do is I'm going to do the rest of this hopper. Let's see what our max dB is. Okay, let's do min max. Let's hold it max. So, and this is unbraced on both of these, just so I can kind of get everything in frame here. So 90.4 dB. That's what I'm saying. I mean, this thing is pretty. This is you know, just holding it with one hand. It doesn't really move. So there's the Rogue. All right, so now same thing. I have a bone stock Rogue. I mean D3S. So let's do same thing here. It's chrono. So, as you can see, still very consistent. Still very consistent. Let's do this test and see how the decibels are going. And this is you know, not one balling, so we'll do a stream here. Once again, unbraced. So, as you can see, we went from 90 to about 93. If you don't know about SPL, I think every 3 points of increase is a doubling of sound pressure. So this is almost twice as loud as the Rogue, and we broke a couple balls. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna shoot them side by side. So now let's do these side by side so you can really hear the difference here. And that kind of says it all. So with all that being said, I wish I had like a DSR, you know, or something, but I really do think the best way to contextualize it is against the D3S. So, you know, as you can see from the consistency figures, you know, not too bad, right? I maintain that the best thing you can do for a Rogue is to put a D3S bolt system in there, but all of mine are, you know, polished, and then with the Method bolts, and then with the Jewett mods. So I think all of those together with the reliability of the system, you get great consistency, and as you can tell from the shot profile, it's almost half as quiet. So stock dwell on the Rogue was 15. This is running at 10, so, you know, 50% reduction in dwell. The bolt system boosts the FPS so high, and then as you can see, this one did have some paint breaking issues. Like, look at this stock bolt in here. As you can see, it's, you know, you can hear it rolling back and forth. So that's just a recipe for, you know, rollback. It's just not a good system for, you know, modern kind of paint standards here versus this one. As you can see, that's just in there. Just drops right in, doesn't move. So that's kind of these two systems at a glance here. The reason I even did this, not that anybody cares about either of these, right? But I just see people say that, you know, the Rogue and the D3S are the same marker, and they're very much truly not. So I think if anything else, it shows what they were onto with the Rogue, and I think a version 2 Rogue that kind of carried over some of the good things from the D3S could have been a really nice little performer here. So, you know, I mean, look at like, it's a monster, right? So no shame on the D3S, but that's, you know, looking at this video, that's what's so funny, is that, you know, you have, you know, Quit Talking Paintball, you have all these guys who go shoot a D3S and are really impressed with the shot quality. In a vacuum, yeah, shot quality is great, but, you know, compared to the Rogue, it's not even close. So if you have any questions, let me know, but I wanted to have a little bit of content just contextualizing the Rogue's performance here. So there you go.